This is my pleasure to be here and just briefly introduce our department, civil engineering at KMITL, and also for the can say our the civil engineering curriculum for international program. Basically, first of all, I would like to just introduce myself. My name is Assistant Professor Dr. Panuma Sangam. Now I'm the lecturer at the Department of Civil Engineering. This is our background. Basically, it is we used to belong to the architecture faculty before, and after that we can say move out and upgrade to be civil engineering department, which is the special. If compared to other university, this is maybe some specialized, which we have the background related to architect. Therefore, there are some interesting, just announced maybe 3 years ago. I will show you for this, because we have the dual program, dual degree architecture and civil engineering program. First, in overall, I would like to show you about the curriculum. First, this is the curriculum for the undergrad. For the undergrad, we separate it mainly for the 4 main programs. First, this is we call civil engineering, normal program. We teach 100% by Thai language, and after that we have we call continue program. We invite the vocational students to study continue for the undergrad for only 3 years in Thai language. And the next program, which is our program we are talking mainly today, this is the international program for civil engineering. And the next one is also belong to for the civil engineering department. This is we call it short name. This is EME, entrepreneur management engineering. And after that, as I mentioned, we have the dual degree, which is the bachelor degrees from architect. From architect, you can get the bachelor of science in architect, and also and for civil engineering, you will get the bachelor degree of civil engineering. And for this, in total, you study for 5 years. And mainly for civil engineering courses, you will almost 100% study with the civil engineering student, which especially if you know, I have heard as we are the engineer who has worked for the society, and the engineer work for the civil is effect to the life of people. Therefore, we have to have the engineering license. We call the civil engineering license, which is important for this. And although you graduate from this, we also also approve for this one also. And the next one we have the master program for both Thai and international student. And we have also the international student for undergrad also. Nowadays, the international student maybe about more than 10% in class, for the undergrad. And for the master and PhD, I think it's about 5 to 10%. And this is overall for the the number or the name of the degree. And this is as I mentioned, this is we call the Bachelor of Engineering program in Civil Engineering International program, which we have will focus for today. And this is the Engineering Management and Entrepreneurship international program also. And for this, just overall for our department, we have several, if you have heard about the civil engineer, you may think about the house, buildings, maybe road, or some infrastructures. But not only for this is part of structural engineering, mechanics, and material group. I'm also from this group, my specialist is in design for the buildings, and structures, and also to resist tender earthquake. And another, we have the construction engineering management field, which you will learn about how to manage on the site, or the if you go to be the site engineer who are in the construction site, we teach you how to manage and also including also how to estimate or the before we construct. And not only for the structures and management, we also provide for the geotechnical engineering. Geotechnical is in soil. For the soil engineering, it is also important, because we may see mainly about the upper soil. I mean maybe the high rise. I mean but substructure. I mean underground is so important. For this, you will learn how to calculate the for example foundation. and this is the main for like geotechnical. And also we have specialized professor for about the tunnel also. And the next one is transport engineering. Transport engineering will mainly separate as like highway engineering, which someone would like to work in like department of highway. This is like maybe we also teach for this for one professors, and another professor teach transport engineering. Transport engineering is about like there can say like similar to it seems like management in the field on the road. Like maybe you have to manage how to be like less traffic jam on the road. Also, this is like, and also like you have may learn about like the management about the transportation. After that, like in some university, they separate like the engineering, environmental engineering is another department. However, in KMITL, we include in like the civil engineering department. Like this field, you learn about like how to calculate. So, for example, like the carbon credit or the how to make the can say society or make like your construction site like maybe can say sustainable. This is also in this in our department. And another is surveying. Surveying is another important. We separate in two main surveying. One is like the traditional surveying, using like the surveying camera to see you if you attend like our nowadays in current moment like in our department civil engineering we open to maybe you can if you didn't register you can walk in. There are some like activities you can use like the surveying camera to measure or to check like try to use it, and also testing material also like visual like the checking the tensile strength of the steel and also like compressive strength of the concrete. This is the traditional field for the traditional field for the surveying. You teach you how to use the level surveying camera and also like you calculate and like the profile. Yes, and another we have like model surveying. This is about like GIS for example, and also like we have also a drone part of the surveying also, because nowadays drone is also important for using and checking around the sites, and you can do make a profile also. And the next one is about like the water resource engineering. As I mentioned, the infrastructure will include like dam also, and the dam will teach about like how to design the dam and how to manage the water, and to reduce the problem. Like this is not another main problem for the Thailand. And this is like we have also like logistic and supply chain. This one we can say like this is part of the transport engineering or the part of construction management also. And this is like the supporter for like our department. And I will show you briefly for the civil engineering laboratory. We have mainly for, as I mentioned, like we have environmental engineering for professor. We have also like laboratory for the environmental engineering. We have concrete and materials testing laboratory, and after that we have the hydraulic laboratory, structural laboratory, civil computer lab. As like nowadays we also think about like for the computer, it is also important when you work is sometimes we have to use the computer to simulate or to check some performance of maybe structures or some simulation in each field. Therefore, we have also like the com lab for our department, and the highway and asphalt laboratory for learning about the asphalt and highway and surveying, and also like the soil laboratory. This is inside, this is our equipment inside. We have for the equipment inside this is example for the environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering inside. And this is also again for geotechnical. This is when you study the geotechnical or soil laboratory, we invite the expert from outside who are doing the soil profile and checking. Every year we invite to check. You learn from the real practice, how the real practice during the soil and check the soil profile. And this is one part of one professor research, and we do on site also. And this is we call for this one soil bioengineering laboratory, and this is we call centrifuge. Centrifuge is just like one machine to can say simulate like the real pace, and also like for this at this moment I think like maybe we can claim this one is just like the biggest in Southeast Asia, but it may overcome soon, maybe like by Singapore. Yes, now is if you would like to see, it's also in our department. It's also ready now. This is inside, like Professor Vinun also like taking care for outside visitor. And as I mentioned, like UNS, like Singapore have their own one, and now they are like maybe upgrade to the new one. Now, if compared to here, maybe now is we are like can say bigger than UNS in Singapore, but maybe as Professor who taking care of this machine, like mentioned, maybe like next year, Singapore try to overcome us again. And this is like inside for the hydraulic laboratory. For this laboratory, you teach you how to check like the water level, and also like how to check the behavior of water. For example, we have like the can say water tank. This one can simulate many behavior such as like turbulence of the can say like the behavior of the water. And asphalt, we learn how to like check the asphalt and to be ready for working in like Department of Highway or Department of Rural Road. And this is like for the structure and material testing, for tensile, for steel rebar, and like the can say compression test for the concrete, and also many tests if you would like to test for the construction material test. And this is inside, like yes, if you would like to see like the real like situation, or like now we opening in our department, you can go to the lab and just see. And this is surveying lab. This is like the can say the light can say camera, automatic level camera. This is, and this is like we have also like the total station, and also like using the prism. Also, this is inside the surveying room, our equipment. And when you finish your second semester, you have chance to go to the real field, just like maybe about 1.5 months ago, like your senior went to go to like the surveying camp to do like the use the more practice for the using the can say survey camera and do the profile, and you can do like the profile level. This is surveying camp like development outside. And this is like the concrete and material testing, and this is like equipment inside. This is our structural laboratory. This is the newest building. Now we have like this is the outside of the buildings, and inside we have like the stone wall and stone slab. In the future, we are waiting for like equipment to do for like the seismic like test, or in the future for the more structural tests. This is like the space for, this is our can say dream. We would like to have like this equipment in our laboratory. And this is also like nowadays, as you may have heard about like the new law about the seismic design, earthquake design, in about like 3 years ago, in 2021, Thailand announced the new law about to design to resist the earthquake, and more than half of that can say province in Thailand have to design to resist the earthquake. Therefore, this is another important things. We would like to have like the earthquake lab also. And this is about the railway. The railway lab is like the development of eco-smart neighbors for railway noise reduction. Like nowadays, like we have the professor who research in the railway engineering also. And this is like the universal testing machine for testing for many things. And this is like we will go to competition for the Asian Steel Beach competition for every year. For this year, we will held in Vietnam in this month, I mean August, almost the end of this month, maybe third week of August. And like this competition like continue for many years, like more than 10 years. It's held in like Thailand, in Vietnam, Japan, Taiwan. It's its turn. It's depend on like many universities. KMITL used to be host maybe in about 10 years ago. As I mentioned, we have like the computer can say laboratory. This is like we have the space, and also we have like inside. Now we can say put like the computer to be ready for can say learning and using for the civil engineering student also, and also used as the co-working space also. This is all for our department. And this is, I would like to give maybe some short section, maybe if you would like to discuss or would like to ask something for our department and our program. Before that, I would like to just briefly introduce about the place where if you would like to continue to see our department, how can we see? Sorry. So this is our website. If you would like to see, you can open to you can search just in Google civil KMITL, and this website will be open. Mainly we update about what is can say update for our can say department, and also if you would like to see our history, our professors, our memory halls, or some program, you can go to detail. This is the official website. And another, we have also the page. And civil engineering KMITL, we have the page, and also Instagram. This is, I think maybe this one is the most updated recently for update by your senior. We have many activities. For example, we just go to this one. This is we have this is just update from your senior. We have if we have some activity, your senior will update here as the story, you can see. And also many can say update. Not in our department, we have the construction technology for instance group which we do go to do to concept the can say house, or not house, I should say the public buildings to serve, for example, in local school. When I was a student, maybe more than 10 years ago, I went to Suphanburi with my friends to construct, can say some similar to library to one school, local school there. And there can say the activity is continue until now. Yes, and there are some updates if you would like to see in Instagram. And this one is for as I mentioned, it is about the dual program, dual degree, the Bachelor of Civil Engineering, it's the Bachelor of Science of Architecture. In total, we spent for 5 years to study this one. And based on the can say maybe professor from the software engineering, he mentioned about the tuition fee. That our tuition fee is same with us. If we say about the civil engineering international program, will be the same because it's set by the can say School of Engineering. Yes, if you would like to see more information, maybe you can see on the website. Yes. Okay, this is maybe short section for maybe discussion or questions and answer if you would like. Yes, please. Do you have anything you would like to ask? Or the section can be either Thai or English if you would like. If you may be more free, if you would like to discuss in Thai language, it's also okay, I think. Or if you would like to discuss in English, it's no problem also. Like to ask something? Nothing? Okay. Did you come to KMITL before? Or this is your first time? First time. Okay. And how did you visit many places, or this is your first building you visit? You went somewhere, some place before, yes. And today, as I understand, you have you get some stamp and QR code. You can get some maybe souvenir from here, right? Yes. Which you enjoy here, and if you would like to something, maybe you can open maybe nowadays if Instagram, maybe your senior will can say respond very quick, and if there's something about the curriculum, they will pass to maybe their can say department and will help to answer. Which you enjoy walking around, maybe you still have about half day to walk around in the School of Engineering. Yes, not only for the international program in this building, this is HM building, but we have many programs also outside and many activities. Just let's see. I think it is can say good time to just visit. Yes, thank you very much for your attention today. Yes.